You dare betray me! I'll have my father drive her out of the pack!
That was the most foolish thing I ever said, because the very next day Kale severed our mate bond. The pain. I can't even put it into words. You could hear the scream rising from someplace deep inside yourself. I was the only she-wolf in the pack with two mates. A pair of twin alphas, Kale and Kieran. They adored me, loved me, and would shift into wolf form just to carry me on their backs. Until a healer named Sarah arrived at the pack with a pup in tow. My mate started coming home smelling like her. After one fight, Kale severed our mate bond without a second thought and walked away. Kieran held me close, swearing he'd never leave, as Sarah's scent clung heavier and heavier to his skin. I didn't dare confront him, not until I saw Kieran step out of Sarah's cottage with claw marks of pleasure raked across his back. My soul ripped in two. I turned and ran, straight to my alpha, father's house. Father, the marriage aligns with the vampires. Let me be the one to go.
Alara, have you lost your mind? They're vampires. Wolves and vampires have been at each other's throats. Nobody knows what the hell will go wrong with this first ever alliance marriage.
I fighting to look composed. But the two faded marks on my neck gave me away. They were the scars left behind when a mate bond breaks. Father, I've made up my mind.
What did they do this time? Was it Kale or Kieran? I'll go settle the score right now.
Don't! Father, please don't. It only made everything worse.
Alara, do you have any idea what you're doing? Sarah hasn't done a single thing wrong. She's just a mother who fled here with her pup. And you want to throw her out? Take away your father's protection, and what do you even have left? A she-wolf who can't even take care of herself. What makes you think you deserve to be this pack's future Luna?
Those words hit like silver bullets through my heart, and worse still, Kieran had grown distant.
Alara, you're my only daughter. I can't bear the thought of sending you so far away, to those cold-blooded vampires. But I can't just stand by as you suffer either. The Alliance roster is due in 3 days. Give yourself 3 more days to think it over. Will you do that?
I nodded, though I already knew I wouldn't change my mind. I stepped out of the study into a hallway lined. Our pack lived in an old manor, once a nobleman's castle, long since claimed by wolves. I walked slowly because my soul was still riding inside those two severed marks. A mate bond was the most sacred connection between wolves. When two wolves recognized each other as fated mates, they marked each other's necks. But when a bond is broken deliberately, to seen is like someone carving into your soul with a silver blade, cut by agonizing cut. I reached the front courtyard. A night breeze carried the chill of late autumn. Oak leaves crunched beneath my feet. And then I saw him, Kieran. My heart hammered all over again, even though he'd severed our bond just last night. Even after he'd hurt me, even after he'd abandoned me, I would have forgiven him in a heartbeat, if only he'd come back. That was the curse of the mate bond, shattered the love state carved into your soul. I took a step toward him, then I heard a child's laughter. A little boy darted out from a side door, 5 or 6 years old, at most. He giggled as he ran straight for Kieran and threw himself at him.
Kieran, Mommy said you promised to take me to see the fireflies.
Of course, little guy, hop on my back.
Then, as I watched, his body began to change. In seconds, a massive wolf stood in the courtyard. Amber eyes, deep and warm. That was Kieran's wolf form. The little boy let out a whoop and scrambled onto the broad wolf's back. I stood frozen. The world spun around me. That was the spot that had belonged to me. On countless full moon nights, Kieran would shift and let me ride on his back as we tore through the forest, chasing starlight.
Only my mate gets to ride on my back. And you, Alara, will always be my mate.
But now, another woman's child sat in that place. Sarah's child. I stood where I was, feeling the last trace of warmth drain out of my soul. Cold. A cold that went straight to the bone. It was time to leave. Off to the Bloodkins. To those cold-blooded vampires. Could it really be any colder there than it was here? The moment I stepped back into my room, I realized how foreign the space had become once. It had been full of life, but now... Clothes lay scattered across the floor. The bed was a wreck. No one took care of any of this for me anymore. The 2 scars on my neck ached faintly. It had started 3 months ago when Sarah first arrived at the pack. She had a 5-year-old son named Finn.
She just needs a safe haven. As a healer, she can be useful to the pack.
I hadn't objected. I never imagined that within a single month, everything would change. Sarah cured long-standing ailments for several key members of the Elder Council. She taught the children how to identify herbs in the forest.
Look at Sierra. Raising a child alone, no mate, and she still has her life together.
Not like some she-wolves. 2 alpha mates and still never satisfied, throwing tantrums left and right.
How can they say that about me? I just want you two to spend more time with me.
Alara, don't you think you're being a little oversensitive about Sarah?
What's that supposed to mean?
She's just a she-wolf who needs help. Maybe you could learn from her. Try being a little more independent.
That was the first time Kel told me I should learn from another she-wolf. After that, things spiraled out of control. Kel started coming home later and later. Kieran began visiting her frequently too. And me, I'd stay up deep into the night waiting for them. I'd cry. I'd rage. I'd threaten.
If you dare betray me, I'll have my father drive her out of the pack!
That was the most foolish thing I ever said, because the very next day, Kale severed our mate bond. Pain. I can't even put it into words. You could hear the scream rising from someplace deep inside yourself. I lay in bed for 3 solid days, burning with fever.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Alara. I didn't know it would hurt this much.
Then don't leave me. Kieran, please don't leave me.
I'll stay.
But what stayed was only a shell. He was just fulfilling an obligation, like tending to a fragile patient. Until last night, when I caught Sarah's scent all over him.
You're going to leave me too, aren't you? You think she's better than me too?
Alara,
Don't explain! You're just like Kale! You both think I'm nothing but dead weight!
maybe. Maybe you're right.
Then he raised his hand and pressed it to the mark on my neck.
No!
The pain hit again, worse this time, because it was the second time. I screamed, I convulsed. Now, sitting in this disheveled room, I made a decision. I would go to them. One last time if they turned me away, I would go to the Bloodkin. Sarah lived on the western side of the manor, in a small standalone stone house. I hadn't even reached the door when I heard voices inside. Kale and Kieran.
Did you go see her today?
That was Kale.
Just ran into her by chance. She went to see the Alpha King.
They were talking about me.
How did she look? Not good. Going soft? If you're going soft, walk out now. Kieran, if we're gonna lead this pack as dual alphas, if we're gonna carry it into the future, we need a Luna who is truly strong. I know, I'm just worried she might do something to Sarah again. If she tries that again, I won't hold back. Sarah is the kind of asset this pack needs.
So this was what they really thought. I wasn't strong enough, wasn't worthy of being their Luna, and Sarah, an outsider, was their idea of the perfect mate. Grief, rage, humiliation. I turned to leave.
You bad wolf! Don't you dare hurt my mommy!
Then I saw dirty water flying toward me, and a piercing hiss tore itself from my throat. That hiss was mine. Searing. Vicious burning. It was silverleaf sap. The plant that's toxic to werewolves. The pain ripped away my control. My body began to shift on instinct. My wolf surged awake under the onslaught of agony. desperate to protect me, desperate to strike back. Kale and Kieran burst out. Finn cowered behind them, still clutching an empty bottle, his face white with terror.
Elara!
But what they saw wasn't my pain. They saw me mid-shift. In their eyes, I must have looked like a monster about to hurt a pup.
What the hell are you doing?
The next instant, a wall of force slammed into me. Kale drove his shoulder into my body and sent me crashing to the ground. Kieran had already scooped Finn into his arms, eyes locked on me like I was a threat. I tried to speak, but my throat would only produce a ragged croak. I fought to rein in the wolf, rampaging inside me, forcing myself back into human form. The wound on my arm was ghastly, skin charred black, flesh torn and raw. I was in too much pain to speak, but Kale and Kieran weren't looking at the wound.
You'd go after a child now? Elarda, I don't even know who you are anymore. I'd suggest you leave, now, before I call the enforcers and have you dragged in for assaulting a pup.
The one who's hurt is me.
Still making excuses. Looks like you need a lesson.
No! Ah! Oh god, that's a silverleaf burn.
Sarah, careful. She just tried to attack Finn.
No. Finn, what's that in your hand?
It's silverleaf sap. I saw this bad lady sneaking over here, and Mommy always says I should protect myself.
So you threw it on her? Can you not see? Her wound? Silverleaf is severely corrosive to werewolf skin. She shifted because of the pain. It's a reflexive response. Silence. Dead silence. Kale and Kieran finally turned their eyes to my arm. In the moonlight, the wound looked even more horrific.
Elara.
So you finally see it? I wasn't trying to hurt anyone. I came to find you. One last time. Let me look at that wound. No need. I looked at her. This perfect she-wolf. Strong, independent, a healer. She had every quality I lacked. You're remarkable, Sarah. You really are stronger than me. More independent, more suited to be Luna.
Elara, that's not—
But I still have my dignity.
I turned to Finn, the 5-year-old hiding behind Kieran, eyes wide with fear. Finn, you threw that on me. You owe me an apology.
Elara! He's just a kid!
I know he's a kid, but that doesn't mean he gets to hurt people without consequence. Teaching a child to take responsibility for his actions, isn't that exactly what a pair of future alphas should be doing?
They all went still. Or in your eyes, as long as it's me, any harm done is deserved? Finn, Elara is right. What you did was wrong.
But Mommy, she's a bad lady. She wanted to drive us away.
Even if she's done unkind things, that doesn't give you the right to hurt her unprovoked. Hurting someone without cause is something to be ashamed of. Now apologize.
I'm sorry.
I looked at him. This 5-year-old boy and a bone-deep exhaustion wash over me. Forget it. Thank you, but I don't need your healing. My regeneration is enough to handle this. I could already feel the wound knitting shut, slowly, painfully. As for you two, I'll give you what you want. A strong, independent she-wolf worthy of the Luna title. It just won't be me. I turned and started walking away.
Elara, wait!
Don't follow me. This is my last request. Grant me a little dignity. I quickened my pace until I was nearly running. I needed to find my father now.
Elara, your arm!
Father, I'm going through with the alliance. I'm deciding now. I won't wait another minute.
Sweetheart.
Please, Father. Let me leave this place. I can't take any more.
All right. You have my word.
Over the next 2 days, a palpable unease settled over the pack. Everyone was whispering, speculating about which unfortunate she-wolf would be sent off to those cold-blooded creatures. I locked myself in my room and went nowhere. The wound on my arm was healing slowly, but it would leave a faint scar. That scar would remind me forever of how pathetically I had grappled to salvage something already shattered. On the evening of the third day, a knock came at my door.
Alara, we need to talk.
What do you want to say? Talk me out of the alliance? Or warn me not to send Sarah in my place?
We heard. After that night, you went to your father, and the Elder Council never discussed another candidate.
So?
We know you hate us, but you can't use this as revenge. Sending Sarah to the Alliance, that's...
I laughed. I actually laughed. Laughed until tears streamed down my face. You really think I'd send her? They froze. You give yourselves far too much credit. Yes, I used to hate her. I hated that she stole your attention. But now I just want to leave. Leave this place soaked in painful memories. Leave you.
What do you mean?
The name on the Alliance roster is mine. Alara Nightshake, daughter of Alpha Marcus. I will go marry that vampire lord, and I will leave this place and never come back.
You've lost your mind! That's a death sentence!
Maybe, but it's my choice, and you have no right to stop me. You broke the mate bonds. You chose another she-wolf.
Alara!
Get out. Get out of my sight. Go find a Luna worthy of you, but that wolf will never be me. Through the gap beneath the door, I could hear their conversation.
She's bluffing. She just wants to see us beg. The Alpha and the Elders will never approve it. You're right. She's too timid and fragile to actually go through with a vampire marriage.
Their footsteps faded away. I slid down against the door and closed my eyes. Goodbye to the love I once believed would last forever. 2 hours later, I climbed into a carriage bound for vampire territory.
Remember, no matter what happens, you will always be a daughter of House Nightshock. If you ever want to come home, you come home.
I will, Father. The carriage rolled away from the manor and I looked ahead. In that direction, deep within the distant vampire lands, a vampire lord named Lucian was waiting for me. They said he was ruthless, savage, that he never let any woman near him. But so what could a cold-blooded vampire possibly break my heart worse than 2 wolves who threw me away?